I want to talk to you, Joey.
What do you want, sweetheart?
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. She was a tough lady. Stubborn. Smoked like a chimney.
Anything else?
Later, kid, later. Let's get through this first.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
Your aunt was... She was tough. Always ready to pick a fight. Wouldn't take guff from nobody. We got on famously.
So you liked her?
Liked her? Hell. Sure, I liked her. She was the first person in 10 years who was willing to talk to me. She didn't scream or run away, and she certainly didn't swoon like some people.
Shut up.
She just looked right at me and said, "Oh, that was it." That was all I needed to hear.
So what happened after that?
What is this, an interrogation? Cut it with the questions, kid, you're bothering me. We'll talk about this later.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. What do you want to know?
I don't know. Tell me about a case you went on.
It was a long time ago, but I do remember one. There was this brownstone down in Brooklyn. One of those fancy houses that got converted into apartments. The residents kept complaining of weird noises and bad dreams. Your aunt and I heard about it and went over there. Turns out, these two little boys had been locked in a basement closet over 30 years beforehand. The door was paved over. Nobody knew it was even there. Those two little ghosts had been crying in the dark for 30 years until we came along.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that was a messy one.
How did you save them?
We did some snooping, found the grandmother, brought her to the house. The boys calmed down and we took care of the rest.
So you saved them?
Yeah, we had no choice, did we?
Do you remember when that picture was taken?
Picture?
Yeah, the one on the TV.
Oh, the Brooklyn Bridge picture. You don't remember?
I was 5 years old.
Right. You tend to forget stuff like that when you're... well, when you're me.
So what about the picture?
Oh, it was just one of your aunt's little field trips. One of many, I hasten to add. She wanted to take you all over the damn city and I could do nothing but tag along.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it was a bad idea.
Why's that?
Just leave it.
But...
Shut your mouth, kid, you're attracting flies. We'll talk about this later. Maybe.
let's talk some more about Auntie Lauren.
Like I said, kid, later. We've got stuff to do first. We've got...
What was my grandmother like?
Old Patty Cake was a real bundle of laughs.
Patty Cake?
Yeah, your grandmother. Her name was Patricia, right? So you get Pat, Patty, Patty Cake.
You really called her Patty Cake?
Yeah, that really hacked her off. Come to think of it, just about everything I did hacked her off.
Like what?
Like... forget it. Ask me later.
Why did she hate you so much?
Because I ruined her perfect little life. She had the nice house, the supportive hubby, the 2 kids, and then I come along.
Yeah, you have a way of ruining peaceful lives. Anything else?
Nah, I'm done talking about her. Ask me again later.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
I'll be frank, kid. She may have hated me, but I hated her even more. Hated her. The whole 7 months I was with her, she spent the whole time pretending I wasn't there. Can you believe that?
You're hard to ignore, Joey.
Tell me about it. And I did everything I could to get her attention. I'd yell in her ear, I'd get right up in her face. She knew I was there, and I knew she knew. But she just ignored me all the same.
Well, you can hardly blame her.
Don't lecture me, dollface. I did what I had to.
Had to? You could have...
Could have done what? Look, I'm done talking about that old bat. Maybe we'll talk more later, but not now.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
Don't you let up.
You destroyed her life.
Yeah, I got enough of that from your aunt.
Hey!
Oh, shut up. You Blackwells and your goddamn self-pity. All I hear is, poor us, poor us. I'm sick of it. Ever think about what it was like for me? One minute I was breathing, and the next, pow, dead. I was a ghost, forced to haunt a complete stranger. I had no idea what was going on. You'd think that someone up there would have told me what to do, but no. I was dead, cold, alone, and scared out of my mind. Nobody could see me. Nobody could hear me. Nobody except old Patty Cakes Blackwell, and she didn't want to admit I was there. So don't you dare lecture me, sweetheart. You don't know from nothing. Forget it. Let's just concentrate on the case.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
I said we'll talk about that later, sweetheart. Now we got stuff to do.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.